saying that top 6 weeks ago, Ben. Hi, welcome to Just That Film. I'm Charlie.
I'm Ben.
And in this episode, we're talking about History of Violence from 2005, directed by David Cronenberg, who done Crash. You seen that? I ain't seen that one.
No.
James Spader having sex in the car when they with each other's wounds.
No.
No. The Fly, Scanners, A Dangerous Method. Did you ever see that one? Michael Fassbender slapping Keira Knightley on the bum.
No, is that what the story's about?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he plays Carl Jung and Viggo Mortensen's Sigmund Freud.
Okay.
Anyway, and you got Viggo Mortensen in it. Did you know him from anything else?
No.
Okay, because he's been in loads of things like Carlito's Way.
I ain't seen that.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord
Lord of the Rings is probably his most. He was the main bloke in Lord of the Rings, pretty much arrogant. Maria Bello is his wife. She's in Coyote Ugly, Lights Out. Ed Harris. What do you know him from?
I've heard of the name Ed Harris.
Well, he's in The Truman Show. He's the bloke who's going to go, hey,
oh, he's the one at a Groundhog Day and all that. Is that the one you're talking about? The one that keeps coming up to him?
No.
Oh, okay. Right.
No.
I don't know.
Ed Harris, Glengarry Ross. I know what you know him from. Creep Show.
Who's seen that?
In like really young Ed Harris. No, like there's the Father's Day bit.
Yeah.
And they'll dance, and it's got him dance. He's one of the sons of the dad.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway.
It's been a long time since
Ed
I've seen
Harris,
that film.
great actor. He's in so much stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, and William Hurt, who's in Lost in Space and The Big Chill.
I remember him from 80s. Was he in William Hurt? He was in 80s stuff.
The Big Chill?
No. Is he one with Kathleen Turner?
Probably.
I think he might be in one with Kathleen Turner. I know him. I do know the name William Hurt.
He was only in this. He plays his brother in this at the end.
Yeah, I didn't recognise him.
No.
Is that William Hurt as playing the brother?
He's only in it for like about 10 minutes. He's in like one scene, and he got Oscar nominated as Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, I was one of my notes. I actually wrote down. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe
he was good though. He was good.
Yeah,
he was very good. But I mean, when you look, who won the Oscar? Was it LA Confidential? Was it Kim Basinger won an Oscar for LA Confidential? Was it about 6 minutes or something, or 10 minutes? So she's in it for a very short amount of time.
But hers is spaced out. It's like, or Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs. He's not in that very long.
A lot of them, like, was it Beetlejuice? Was in Beetlejuice for about 15 minutes of the film. It's like these characters, because they're so big, you assume that they've been in it longer. But yeah, no, it was worthy of a nomination because he was a good character. The
film follows Viggo Mortensen's character, who, spoilers alert for History of Violence, used to be a gangster, like a hitman, and he's now sort of given all that up, and he's living a life where he's got a family, like a grown-up son and a daughter, and live lovely little sort of middle American town, which I always love those little towns. Whenever I go on road trips in America, they're the highlights for me. Going to his, because everyone's so polite. It's just like that. You go into these little diners and everyone's like, "Howdy, how you doing? Yeah, okay, have the pie," and stuff like that.
The only thing is with little places like that, you imagine everyone knows everyone's business.
Yeah,
so if you do something wrong, everyone's going to know about it.
Yeah, just don't do anything wrong. Or, as I said, be a visitor, come through, and they treat you with open arms. They're like, "Oh my God, how are you doing? Well, it's really nice to see you."
There's a lot of them little places. As I say, there's loads of them in America, aren't there?
So then, after these two like killers come into the cafe, and they're obviously going to the diner, and they're obviously going to kill people. He acts and kills them both, and
in a way that they go, well, where did that come from? Obviously, because of his past history, he was able to destroy both of them.
Yeah,
like he was bigger than both of them, but like in this town, he's known as this sort of just normal bloke. Yeah,
because when they're like, "Coffee," he's like, "Okay, we'll give you a coffee." And even when he thinks they're going to rob the place, he's like, "Look, we ain't got a lot, but you can take it." Now, if they'd just gone, "Yeah, we will take it," he wouldn't have done anything, because he doesn't want to blow his cover.
No,
which is what it turns out to be. But you think it's just because he's
and you think as well he's had kids and marriage and all that since his past life. So it ain't like saying he's just dipped out of.
No,
he's literally just come out of. He's lived this life now, this clean life, for like sort of 15, 16 years at least.
Yeah. So what did you think of it?
I actually thought it was really good.
Oh, good.
It wasn't what I expected. I wonder if you could help me with the beginning part. What's that got to do with it? Is that
What, the two guys?
what is that? That's nothing to do with him, is it? Is that the two guys that go to rob?
Yeah, that's the two guys who go to the calf.
Okay.
So because
then he holds the gun up to the little girl's head, and he obviously kills the little girl.
Yeah.
And then it's his daughter screams.
Yeah.
There's spoilers, by the way, so there's going to be spoilers all the way through
screams,
this.
Spoiler.
But then, so I thought, so what's that? Is that
That's
a flashback of them when they was younger? Or
No.
Right, so that's the blokes in the diner, that's fine.
That's a separate thing. So that's just showing you these two characters
who have got no soul.
You think they're going to be more integral to it. You think, oh, they're going to be the big villains of it. And they're very distinctive looking. They came up with their own backstory. One of them, they said, "Oh, we reckon like he's my uncle, and I've just come out of prison. We're going on this road trip." But they're just obviously
like you do your family, innit? Really.
And you see him in that
killing sprees.
You see him in that motel. Did you recognise the motel?
Schitts Creek.
Yeah,
no,
it's Schitts Creek Motel.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I looked and I thought, oh, it looks like Schitts Creek. You're joking. Don't tell me that. Is that Schitts Creek?
The whole film was shot in Canada. And it was only found.
I looked and I thought, didn't all motels look like Schitts Creek?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but I looked at the design of it. I looked at the stonework, because they've got a very distinct stonework outside Schitts Creek. It's the colours of the bricks. And I thought, oh, it ain't Schitts Creek. Because I would have noticed that. I actually thought that. I thought, oh, look, Schitts Creek there.
It's Schitts Creek.
So Maury could have walked in at any moment.
Well, it was shot before Schitts Creek. But yeah, I only found that out yesterday.
Oh my God, I didn't realise. Oh, wow.
Oh my God, where did you come from?
So yeah, they've come out the motel, and obviously it just shows, oh, these are horrible people. They've killed, they kill these people. They've even willing to kill a little girl. So when the diner, it's just so when the diner scene happens, and they're like, go and show me new business, you know he's about to sort of rape that woman. You know, he rubs his hand down on her and stuff, sniffs his hand. You think they're not just going to take the money. No. So they're all done for. So it's lucky that he smashes the coffee thing round the bloke's head and jumps over.
Oh, he's very good. It's very James Bond.
So it's also
every way he gets anything. You know, every single person and the way, and you think he's not going to get out of this, and he does.
But the good thing is, I think it's quite realistic in the sense that every time he does get injured, it's like that he gets stabbed in the foot. Yeah, really gruesome. But you expect that from David Cronenberg. He does loads of really body horror sort of things. So some of the things, like the bit when he does that bloke's nose, and he's like, oh.
So the only reason, because of this situation that happened in that calf, that's why they find him again.
Yeah, because then he's on the news.
So what's the problem with his brother?
Okay,
his brother's just a dick.
No, because what's happened? So him and his brother.
So like me and you,
right? And you're in line to be made like a gangster. Thing like Goodfellas, you're going to be sort of like head of the family and stuff like that. He says, I was a shoo-in, and then you took a made man, which I don't know if you remember from Goodfellas. Joe Pesci's character kills a made man, and that ends up his character getting killed. You know, you do not touch a made man.
Who's a made man?
A made man basically means like a Godfather type thing. Okay. So you go, he's a made guy. He's in charge of a whole family.
Right.
You do not touch him. You don't do anything where he says.
And he does it anyway.
Loose
cannon.
Yeah. Well, he used barbed wire and done that to his eye. And basically, that's a death warrant for him. So he should be dead. So they've said to his brother, your brother's a liability. You know, he needs to die. And he knows this because that's the world they live in. He knows that his brother needs to die.
His brother definitely wants him dead, even when all these people are dead. So why does his brother want him dead, even when everyone else that could have done anything about it?
It's outside of that, because that's just a little bit with the mob. With the mob, it goes on and on. There's loads of families, and they all get word. And he's like, I have to. He knows he has to, and his younger brother, knows what's going to happen. He knows when he's going there. He knows, you know, we're brothers, but I know how much this means to you to be in the head of this family. I know you're going to have to kill me. You know, but yeah, and then also you've also got the. I like that the boy finally stood up to the bully.
I like that bit. I like that bit.
Because you can see his son's quite
He's
soft.
obviously, yeah.
He's nice guy, though.
It's naturally inbuilt in him because of his dad, and that's how it shows through that. And it's like he was obviously just been pushed to a certain level, and the bloke deserved it.
Yeah.
Because he was just a nasty like bully.
Yeah.
And it's like, so he's pushing that far that he's lost it, and he just couldn't control himself because it's like you've opened the lid of that now.
And I know, obviously, in the title it says the violence, and the violence in it, when it happens, it is extreme. But it's only like actually about, I think, 3 cases of extreme violence. Because obviously, it's the diner that you see. There's the bit where they try to get him to go back to Philadelphia, where he finally reveals. Did you know that he was? Did you guess that he was actually who they thought he was? That he was this Joey.
Well, they found him for that.
But I mean, it wasn't revealed in the film until that point.
No, I can't remember. I think I was. Yeah, I didn't realise that, no.
Because I think the reveal is pretty much when, because he does that bit with the nose.
Yeah.
And he
See,
shoots
this is
one of
obviously quite a big film. I don't remember it. I don't remember it being mentioned, and it's one of them films that you was obviously popular.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's popular, but it's not. Also, it's not like mainstream. Like you think at the time. What you say? It's 2005. The start of all the big superhero movies and all these other stuff.
I think also the title, A History of Violence, I think from when you said it, I thought, documentary. It just sounded like a documentary.
Or Mum's reaction was like, it sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. A History of Violence, like something really sort of like snuff movie-ish.
No.
You know, so I don't think the title maybe helps it so much in respects to that. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good film. It was very, it's sort of like very sort of Quentin Tarantino-esque in certain ways. I think, you know, like the directions and the fight bits and I don't know.
I get what you mean, like
a bit
the
Kill
violent
Bill-ish,
bit,
you know.
But I think I like Tarantino, but it's obviously over the top, and also the dialogue is all very snappy and cool. Whereas this sort of goes more realistic.
Yeah,
it tries to stay in the real world. It's actually based on a graphic novel.
Yeah, and apparently the ending is completely different to the ending in this,
right.
And it's a lot more darker, a lot more twisted. So they've obviously toned it down a bit.
But this has the open-ended sort of ambiguity. He goes back to his family,
yeah,
and the little girl gives him the plate, and the son passes the food.
And it's just they're sitting there eating. But apparently, it's one of the most talked about endings of a film because it's like it's so like how do you work that out? You know, it's it's like people sit and go, it means this or it means that, and
they're obviously not going to stay together.
They're not going to stay together. Well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. So it's like it leaves you, which is a fantastic thing for a film, for you to spark such a debate about stuff, you know. So,
but they clearly love each other. Like him, I think he genuinely loves her. She ain't just a cover for him.
No.
You got
and he loves his life,
and
his family.
He cares about them. This is the life that he would have always wanted, and even after she finds out, she still lies for him. She lies to the sheriff, and you can see he's about to admit the truth.
Yeah,
and she covers for him.
Yeah,
and then they have that violent sex on the stairs,
which caused a lot of controversy.
Because. Well, this is why David Cronenberg made sure he had that bit where she starts kissing him passionately. Yeah. Because without that, it looks like rape.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's literally them both getting into it.
Yeah.
In fact, she was so... he had to talk to the stuntman about that because when he was doing the scene, David Cronenberg, he said, they're going to hurt their back on the stairs. Should we get some like rubber padding? And the stuntman's laughing. So it's the first time anyone's ever asked me to get padding for a sex scene.
Yeah.
But... the scene afterwards where she's sitting naked on the bed and she's got that big bruise on her back.
That's from that.
Not only that, there was more bruises. They had to use makeup department to sort of get rid of all the bruises. You know, it reminded me of, do you remember with Horrible Love when Rosie kept getting dragged into the caravan and then you see a big bruise on her leg in other scenes? Yeah. And that's from that, you know? Yeah. You don't think about things like that at the time.
No, you don't at the time. And also you don't feel things like that at the time because you're in the moment and you're acting, so your adrenaline's going all over the place. Ed Harris improvised elements of his character as well. So, which I suppose that's like what you do when you're an actor, isn't it? You turn like mannerisms and you fit it to what your vision is of that character.
Well, but as I said, he's all the films I've seen him in, he's always a great actor. He's always delivered.
He's brilliant in this.
You know, you would have heard his name.
Yeah, go on.
You would have heard his name in Sex and the City.
Oh, was he in that?
You weren't in it, but they talk. Do you remember when? Because I think Carrie's got a gay friend, and one of the others got a gay friend. Well, she's got like the bald friend.
Yeah.
And the other one's got like the black hair friend. They try and set him up, and the black hair friend's goes, "I thought you said he looked like Ed Harris."
Oh right.
You know, but obviously he doesn't.
Cronenberg saw it as a family drama, which there's a lot of family drama. I suppose you get to know a lot of the family stuff before the violence things all kick in. But that's just part of, obviously it's just part of the whole story, and also getting the dynamics of what their relationship is.
Yeah, I still think she would forgive him because they do seem so close, and the family, it sounds like a good family unit. It's not like he's been having an affair.
But then she goes, that's not even my real name, so we're not even that surname. You know, all that kind of thing. It's like it's all been a lie, you know.
They changed his surname to CUSACK because originally the characters were all meant to be Italian American, but once they'd cast Ed Harris and William Hurt and Viggo Mortensen, they thought we'll make them Irish American gangsters instead.
It was a major turning point for Cronenberg. It introduced him into the broader mainstream because he had lots of body horror films before this, like Fly, Videodrome and stuff like that.
There's one with Jude Law called X's Days.
Yeah, so it's sort of opened up other areas for him.
There's a body horror bit which they actually deleted. There's a deleted scene where just before that bit, you know, when he goes to the diner on his own and then he sees the car and he runs back. Just before that, he has a nightmare. And it's a dream sequence, and he's in the diner, and Ed Harris is sitting there saying,
I'm gonna kill you. And everyone you know. And your whole goddamn family.
So he gets a shotgun and he shoots him in the chest, and he's got a big open cavity, Ed Harris, but he's laying on the floor sort of smiling at him with this big open thing, and he gets a gun and he shoots him back. And that's very much reminiscent of older Cronenberg. He even was going to have that Ed Harris pulls the gun out of his chest, which is similar to Videodrome, where James Woods does similar thing.
I've never seen Videodrome.
Well, it's sort of like, you know, it's sort of like this, like a body horror. Scanners, you ever seen Scanners?
I know the picture for Scanners.
Where it's like that, yeah. That's the one where they can blow up each other's heads. People just sort of blow up each other's heads all the time. So, yeah, he was always into that. But then after this, he done another good one called Eastern Promises, again with Viggo Mortensen, which is set in London, about Russian gangsters. And then, as I said, there's that Dangerous Method with Michael Fassbender and Viggo Mortensen again.
It was also one of the most critically acclaimed movies of 2005. And it was a surprise about the way the critics loved it so much. I think everyone was really sort of surprised at that. But it is a very good film. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'd never heard of it, and I see the beginning part, and I thought, okay, I can't believe that's Schitts Creek still.
Oh, hi. Hi. I and my associate just wanted to come by and check on you and see how you're enjoying your multiple room stay. Because we've heard through the rumor mill that there have been some unannounced visitors staying in the rooms we rented you, visitors who may be engaging in mature, if not adult, activities.
I can't believe that's Schitts Creek.
Yeah. There's actually two versions. The US and the European version are different on the fight scenes. Because in the European version, it's a lot more brutal. So now, like the nose bit, that's cut down for the American bit.
It's like, you know, when you sort of like bite the curb and crash your foot on the back of the head.
But also the bit, you know, when he's fighting his brother tries to get him killed.
Yeah.
There's a bit where he stamps on a bloke's throat.
Yeah.
So an extra sound was added for the European one, whereas that's taken away for the American one to try and dial it down a bit.
Did you also know Harrison Ford was considered for the role of Tom Stall?
Yeah, I think he would have been good, but at the same time, at that time, Harrison Ford had really slowed down physically. You know, he was sort of like, he's turned into his grumpy old man. Because you got to think, when he done Star Wars, I think he was pushing 40. So, and
Was he really?
Yeah, he made it quite late as an actor because he made a.
So what? He must be in his 80s or something now. Then.
Oh yeah, he's with Calista Flockhart, isn't he? Or
Calista Flockhart. He's been with her for years then.
yeah.
Ali McBeal.
Yeah, but he'd been famously in like this film where he was an extra and someone said, "You're rubbish, don't be an actor," kind of thing. And he'd had small parts like in American Graffiti, and he was a carpenter on set of Star Wars, and they needed someone to read the lines opposite all the actors who were auditioning, who, as you know before, was loads of carry actors.
Yeah.
And he was and then in the end, George Lucas could only hear his voice as Han Solo. And he gave him the chance.
Isn't it mental? That's what I'm saying. This, as we were saying earlier in the last pod, about how, you know, it's being at the right place at the right time. A lot of these actors, there's just as good looking, just as much character, and they're just working in restaurants and they're like making ends meet. It's just that one thing that makes someone. Well, that's why you should appreciate it. If you ever make it, don't ever think, okay, like, I'm bigger than everything, because you know you could be taken down just as quickly as you went up. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got nothing, and then you've also you've got to look and you've had a taste of what it was like, and especially if it's been out of your own obnoxiousness and stuff like that you sort of treat people differently and all that, and then when you do fall, people look and think good.
I think this is why I think ones who make it later in life have more longevity because they sort of more grounded and they know
when it's handed to you on a plate,
they take it. Like after Star Wars, obviously he's doing Blade Runner, Working Girl, Witness, all these ones throughout the 80s, and then he's doing like a
What Lies Beneath,
Fugitive, Clear and Present Danger. He's working constantly, you know. Same with Samuel L. Jackson.
And also, and working with the aging with the roles, he's going for the roles age appropriate rather than pretending to be
which
something.
Which is probably why he might
younger.
understand. He's probably a little bit too old for it.
And it would have been a completely different film because it's a Harrison Ford film then.
But you know, like Samuel L. Jackson, I think Samuel L. Jackson was 43 when he done Pulp Fiction. And before that, he'd been extra, like he was a small part in Goodfellas, small part in Coming to America.
And he's just literally been in the right place at the right time, in the right film.
And that was
then that made him.
He made a point of never turning down a script for a long time. So this is why he's in everything now.
Well, good on him to have the opportunity to do that. Did you know that Cronenberg edited this film in 3 weeks?
The music was by Howard Shore, who also done the music. He's done loads of music for After Hours.
Okay.
The Fly, Silence of the Lambs, Seven.
Okay, so he's
Mrs. Doubtfire, High Fidelity, Lord of the Rings. Now you can say okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it was a good film though. It was a good film. I mean, I didn't expect to enjoy it. I was trying to work out what was going on with certain bits because, like, I'd lose track of stuff like. But then, it was. So he was that gangster because there's talk. Did that other gangster really exist? Obviously, he must have done. Is he really?
No, of course he was. Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. I liked the reveal because I went to see this in the cinema.
Okay.
And I try not to second guess films when I watch them, even if the answer's right in front of you. I think no, I want to know when the director decides to let me know. It needs to be obvious. You know, because I think it's disrespect. Yeah, because then it's sort of like it's rather than try, because it's like someone telling you a joke and you're trying to guess the punchline.
Yeah.
Just let them say it, and when the punchline comes, you then decide whether you knew it or not. It doesn't matter. But I remember watching it and thinking, okay, so they're after him, and not for 1 second thinking whether it's. I thought, no, I'll take him at his word.
Yeah.
He's an honest guy, and it's the bit when he's laying on the floor. He goes, "You got any last words?" He goes, "I should have killed you in Philly."
Yeah.
You think. He was right, it was him, and then the son shoots him in the back.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what I'm saying. I hate it when someone goes, "Oh, this film, it's got a massive twist in the end." It's like, don't tell me. Because straight away, as soon as you tell me there's a twist in something, I am then going to know what that twist. I will figure that out straight away, and it'll ruin the whole film for me. Because then I'm going into that film looking for a twist that will be so blatant once you know there's a twist there.
This is why I was very careful when I sort of gave it to you, I thought, oh, it's a bloke who's mistaken for. I didn't want to say, oh,
you didn't give anything away with it. I still can't get over that Schitts Creek.
I would like 2 apple fritters,
Who's closing up, fellas?
liver of pecan pie, large fries with gravy, and bacon.
Okay, so she will have scrambled egg whites and some steamed spinach, please.
And some pecan pie, onion rings, and ice cream.
Guys, I'm sorry, we're closed.
Actually, none of that, and I will have a tea.
I guess we can handle that.
Oh, wow, I'm really bored.
I know, that was the opening minutes, which is 4 minutes 28, uninterrupted. I didn't realise it was that long, 4 minutes 28. Yeah, Schitts Creek.
It's so completely different.
Yeah.
You know? Because I remember looking, I did think that. I thought, oh, it's like a motel, like Schitts Creek. I thought, oh, it ain't Schitts Creek. I didn't think it was Canada anyway. And I just thought, oh, all motels look the same. Oh, my God. So that could have been Stevie laying there.
That's what I'm saying, you should do an AI and have them
Oh, don't. This is your one anyway.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
Yeah, you have to.
In 2006, this was released on VHS, and it's widely believed to be the last major movie to be released on VHS.
I read that fact as well.
Also, Thomas Jane passed on it as well. He was in The Mist. Do you remember the one in the cinema?
The main bloke.
The main guy.
The one who's at the very end of the film without saying what happens at the end.
Yeah, Thomas Jane.
Oh, I liked him. He was good. I liked him. He should have been in a lot more stuff. I mean, as you said, he was actually was mainly going to be in the main character as Walking Dead.
Yeah,
but for some reason or another, he didn't do it.
Unavailable. Yeah,
and it would have changed his life because he would have easily done that. He would have been brilliant. But although that Andrew Tate, what's his name?
Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Tate.
He was good in it.
Dead, yeah,
he was good in it. But yeah, nice. Yes, it was a good film. And I think on a rewatch, I would probably enjoy it more because.
You know,
I wasn't expecting to enjoy it at all. I actually thought
so you probably watched it a bit apprehensive.
I watched it, and I was on my phone. I was doing some thumbnails.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do a thumbnail. It's got a Schitts Creek on it now. Yeah, it's got to do. I've fucking got to do that thumbnail again now.
Yeah. Well, you should at least watch the opening couple of minutes again, and you go, I can see it now.
Yeah.
You know, there was a film that came out a few years later. I see in the cinema, which is called Wu Jia. It's like a Chinese film. It's starring Donnie Yen. It was translated as Dragon in 2011, and it reminded me of this because he's like this. He seems like this soft guy, and these two, but it's more over the top kung fu thing. And these two guys are attacking him, and he's like falling back in place, and they accidentally die. But then when they investigate, no, he pushed them into the way. And I remember when I was watching it, thinking this reminds me a bit of History of Violence. There's
so you see this in the cinema? I've never even heard of it.
But
so it was a big film then?
No, well, back in the day when I had a Cineworld card, I used to just watch everything. I used to go, okay. I also used to get film magazines as well. I used to get Total Film and Empire, and I'd read, and it'd say like 5 stars, and I go, okay, what's this about? History of Violence, David Cronenberg, blah blah blah, really good performance. And I thought, well, I like Viggo Mortensen, I like David Cronenberg.
You don't do cinema no more, do you? You used to sort of go there, didn't you? Used to go there and just sort of watch like 2 or 3 films sometimes on your own.
I remember I used to go there. I'd watch. I'd try and strategize it so I could watch as many films in a day as I could. I think the most I watched was like 5.
Really? Oh, I love the smell of a cinema. I love that when you walk in, the smell, the carpeted walls and everything. It's just got that kind of. It's this everything about it, and they're all the same. No matter where you go as well. They all smell the same. But
the problem is the etiquette that there is now. Because back then when I used to do that, that was when I was working at Sainsbury's, and I had my days off when I could go on my own, and I had I got a couple of my mates in to get a City World card, so they'd come with me sometimes. But so nothing I'd love more than going on my own.
Yeah.
So I was off on a Tuesday. I'd look, what's the first film? Have I seen that? No. Right, I'm going to watch that. Then that finishes this time. I'll watch that one. I'd get myself nachos. I'd take some food and drink myself, but then buy some in there throughout the day. And then I go, that was a good one, that was a good one, that was that weren't that good, that film and stuff.
So
and that's how I
etiquette thing
discovered.
changed, and you said the etiquette's changed.
Now it's just, well, it used to be like, especially like in the daytime, it's much better because there's hardly anyone in there.
Yeah.
But now it's become more commonplace for people just to talk and it be accepted.
Oh, yeah, no.
Whereas before, when I was doing it, if someone's talking, like I'd let them talk through the trailers. As soon as the film starts and there's opening credits, I go, okay, you're pushing it a bit. As soon as the dialogue starts, I go, excuse me.
Yeah, it's just the ignorance of people nowadays. That's I couldn't do that.
But now people are so entitled. You go, don't tell me to be quiet.
Yeah.
I paid the same price as you. Blah, 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 blah. And what gets on my nerves is the cinema won't do anything about it. I always thought of this idea that if I'd have a cinema where I have little microphones, not to hear what people are saying, but just to count sound levels.
Yeah.
So then you could see from outside, go, that seat C12
just drag them out.
is going red constantly, so they're making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you go, excuse me, sir, you need to leave. You've signed a fit, like and I warn people beforehand. I say, listen, if the sound comes at the same time, that's obviously everyone laughing.
Ignorant. It's very ignorant.
If everyone's laughing, that's fine. If everyone's sort of getting screaming, that's fine. But if it's one person,
sort of like a scary movie.
Yeah.
Brenda,
I got you. Yeah.
you uncanny camera.
Yeah. There was also an Indian adaptation called Leo from 2023, in case you're interested and you want to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good film though. I enjoyed it.
And Viggo Mortensen thinks this is his best film as well.
He's good in it. I see. He was a newbie for as far as I was concerned, but I liked him. I thought he was very good. I thought it was well acted. He was good at all the physical stuff and believable and different sides to his character. You know, it's very good.
And as I said, I think, I mean, obviously he's supposed to be really good at sort of fighting and doing this and killing people. But I do think it's good that I feel it was realistic, and it was realistic in the sense like the first big fight in the diner, he gets stabbed in the foot. The second one on the grass, he gets shot in the shoulder. The third one is with his brother and all those henchmen and stuff. They've got the wire, but they try and choke him with the wire thing. So he gets, he gets a few injuries there as well.
Yeah.
I like how he killed his brother as well, because his brother's obviously gone outside, puts the gun under his arm, looking for the keys at the wrong time as he opens the door and shoots him.
Horrible brother though, isn't it? I wouldn't do that to you, Charles.
No, well, I'd shoot you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. So what's it got on IMDb?
Right, IMDb, this film got 7.4 out of 10.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty good.
That's good, but again, I'd put it higher personally, but yes, go on.
Rotten Tomatoes, it got 88% by the critics and 76% by the audience.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really sort of turn your nose up at that.
No, I mean, I know some people sort of balk at some extreme violence, but I don't think it's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's realistic violence, and it is uncomfortable, some of it, but it has to be. It has to emphasise, because like when he kills the people in the diner, and he shoots that bloke in the back of the head, and his face is hanging off. He's like on the floor, and you think there's that couple who's sitting there looking, thinking, "Oh God, they're now traumatised for life. They've seen this bloke's face hanging off." You know.
Yeah. The budget was $32 million, and the box office it made $61.4 million.
That's okay. It made a decent return. Yeah,
good return.
Double its money, pretty much.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, okay. So what have you picked for next week?
Next week, I've picked the ultimate Muppet film.
The Muppet movie.
You know, Meet the Feebles, which is Muppets After Dark, basically.
Yeah. If you thought this film was violent,
Muppets, yeah. Meet the Feebles is like the Muppets on crack. It is.
It's the most extreme
puppet
thing. It's like
horror.
someone said, what is the most extreme things you could do with a puppet?
With a puppet, it's like it is.
Sex,
it's like
violence,
it's dressed up as a kids show kind of thing. But yeah, I thought I'd give that a go because it's something I remember watching when we was kids.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah, Peter Jackson.
But funny enough, he was the director of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know.
Viggo Mortensen. So
Oscar winner who directed Meet the Feebles. So Meet the Feebles, Oscar winning director. So yeah, it'll be interesting to sort of have a little look back at that.
Yeah.
So next week's Meet the Feebles, and if you want to ask us for any recommendations, if you want to give us any recommendations, it's justthatfilm@gmail.com.
or you could put in the comments, and if we see them in the comments, we go, actually, yeah, that's a good call. I ain't seen that film for years, or maybe you ain't seen it at all.
Yeah.
And we'll have a look. We'll check it out.
Yes.
Otherwise, please like, subscribe,
And share.
and share.
And we'll catch up with you next week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
David, I'm here!
David, it's us!
Get off our property.
We've come to take you home!
I told you, I have never been to Philadelphia.
Nobody knew where you were, and your phone was off. I was worried sick, dear. Where's David? Or his bags?
David? Okay, it's gotten more complicated. We slept together.
We can talk about this on the ride home.
David, let us help you with your bags.